So as we progress here, Web 101, the next idea is a background image. Now, I know this is dead simple. We can see it here on page 152. We can provide any of our built-in attributes, things like body, things like footer, things like H1, H2, H3. We can provide all of those with a background image. So what essentially this does is provide and I know this is complicated, but a background image. At the end of the day, what this allows us to do is take an image in the background and put a text overlay in front of it, and boom, there we have complex page design. So we can see this everywhere. I am just going to point here at rockvalleycollege.edu, which I know looks tremendously terrible here in the background. It's just the best I can do with OBS as the overlay. But what we can see, I hope you can see, here we go. Here is what we have is our banner image across rockvalleycollege.edu. And what we're able to do is put an easily changed background image in, our banner, our hero, it's called, section here on the homepage. And then in front of that, we would have the My RVC links. You can see all of those here on the right-hand side. And then on the left-hand side, we have, the idea of explore more programs. And you can see that those are essentially boxes with semi-opaque backgrounds. And what this does is it starts enabling us to layer our pages. We're really going to see this idea of really we're going to use classes and IDs. So I don't want to be mysterious by any means. I'm just going to call them attributes here because it's things that we can define. It's an attribute. And what this is going to enable us to do is take attribute, 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 and start layering them on our page. It makes more interesting web designs. So despite the fact that I think it's perfectly fair that you would have your own opinion as to the look and feel and function of rockvalleycollege.edu, we can, however, see those layers. And those layers are things that we can create simply using a background image. You can see that happening right here. Background image, students having good time. Foreground element, explore programs. Foreground even more element would be search classes in front of that with those buttons that we can hit. So background images are used everywhere, everywhere, everywhere in web design because they create layers, and that's more interesting visual design.